Hello dear all lovely students, welcome again for having the solution of another assignment in 15-week class 8 science subject. Very interesting in the last assignment when I have given solution for this assignment to you. You tried to understand and asked me that sir how or which way to make the model in the last week assignment, but this time this assignment is very simple assignment and it is asking from the chapter 7, and if we try to know about the assignment, what the assignment say here and what should we do, but remember one thing, follow me, because sir will give you the proper instruction, proper solution, which way to write on there. Don't move here and there, because we know about which way a student to write and how can we give them mark. Okay, so it is very important thing to follow the procedure. You can write many of the things, what is asking for, what is not asking for, so it will not be a good assessment from teacher side, and teacher already we can check out that you copied from where, here, there or everywhere or likely that. So it is to be ensured very interestingly what the procedure to follow here and what the asking question in their instruction is given on there from the chapter 7. Okay, we will go through. There is working part only two, and which way we will go through on there. First one, I will tell you, assignment work is given in there, single page, a page, small heavy ball, rubber ball or anything to take on there and to complete the experiment. Experiment is asking for here, and there is some instruction, take it the 10 feet height and fall on down both of them. What is the attraction force or likely to have? Is there any gravitation or gravity, exhilaration due to the gravity or anything is working on there to do on that one. And second one to asking for, you will make that paper to just folding and scalding on there to make a ball like a structure, and both of them fall down, which one to come on the ground, do an experiment on that way. And there is some symbol to use. Yes, in both cases you will find out the assignment work. Listen, this one, first one, what should we do? We will find out something to write about gravitation, then we will write something about exhilaration due to the gravity, and then we will ensure the experiment, then we will write that, because just evaluation rubrics is mentioning here. You can use the law of gravitation or law of exhilaration due to the gravity, it is maintained or not properly, to mention on there in the second part. First one to what is the after experiment, we can see there the both object or both things can fall on down to the ground immediately or not on there. Yes, then asking for what is the reason, analyze that one, and exhilaration due to gravity and the mass effect on there. Very interesting to this one. So what should we do? We will do about to following procedure, that means law of gravitation, law of gravitation, and finally impact of law of, okay, I will just now take this one, the question here. Okay, impact of mass, and this one, exhilaration due to the gravity. This is our assignment work, very simple assignment work, and there will not having any panic, my dear students, for having this assignment to follow up. We have to do, we know about what is the gravitation, we know about We know about exhilaration due to the gravity. We don't know the experiment. What should we do in case of that experiment? And the law of gravitation. Law of gravitation we know, somehow we know, but in case of the experiment, what should we do in there? An impact of mass and the small g. What will happen? This is the 5 things we will do and our experiment to complete in there. Total assignment will be done. One by one I will go through. Suppose when you will start writing on there, so the headline topics, gravitation. I will start with the gravitation. Okay. Gravitation. What is the gravitation? Many of the students just memorize what is gravitation. I told you, suppose it is a earth. You here and your friend here. Attract between you two. Attraction in between two. You two in the earth. That is the gravitation. Simple things we will try to mention about the gravitation. What is the gravitation? We know that any two object in the universe, any two object in the universe attract together by a force, by a attraction force. Attraction force is gravitational force. Attraction force is gravitational force. So what we will write about then? Any two objects in the universe attract together by a attraction force, by an attraction force. It's called gravitation. You two. You attract with the flower in the earth, in the universe. Flower and you. Gravitation. I'll give example. Everything if you copy me here, so it is the copied and everyone will copy like this way. Give example. Find out the innovation. Do some writing on there. So very first time we gave concept about the gravitation. Now we will go through okay, gravitation, and if you give here gravity, another thing, that time it is your innovation. Now this is the earth. Suppose in the universe it is the earth and it is your friend A and it is you. An attraction between you and earth. This is the earth. Attraction with them. Sir, at earth how can attract me? Yes, I stand on their ground. This is also earth's surface. If there is no attraction, I cannot stand here, stand still. I set a tripod with hanging a mobile phone. There is attraction of these two, though it is the non-living matters. Not to ground and you. Any object attract with the earth in the universe is the gravity. What is the gravitation? Two objects inside the earth is the gravitation, and if any of the single object is earth and you, that times it is called gravity. You can write better. It would be and we can say that the gravity is an object and earth attraction. An object and earth attraction is the gravity. So clear now? Now it is clear that what is the gravity and what is the gravitation. Clear. So what we have target here, 5 points. Very importantly, we know about the point 1 completed. Now we'll go to the second one. Exhilaration due to the gravity. Yes, exhilaration due to the gravity. Dear student, many of the people don't know where you will write. I have not enough space. You will write one by one, but you can add with me by your own sense, because it is decided to get the good marks if you show some innovative And many of the students show the innovation, many of the writing page and write up lots of pages. No way of getting on that one to good marks to carry out on there. So it is better to impact on to know which way to write on that times. Better. It would be better if you have that good sense to do that one. Second one, exhilaration due to the gravity. Then my headline point is exhilaration due to the gravity. Exhilaration due to the gravity. Due to the gravity. Exhilaration due to the gravity. What is the exhilaration due to the gravity? We can say here accordingly. Exhilaration due to the gravity. This is called the small g. Listen, the student to have mistake. This is a roof. This is a roof. A ball I fall on there, move on there, and roof to ground. This is normally exhilaration A. But when it will fall down from the rooftop to the ground, that times this is the exhilaration due to the gravity. I just make your mind in shorter way. This is normally, since the ground, any object increase the velocity in time in the ground surface, that is normal exhilaration. But any object fall freely from any of the rooftop, or if I throw from ground to anything at the upper side, at upright position, that times is the exhilaration due to the gravity. Two things. Normally exhilaration is the ground, anything to move on the ground. But if there is any height, that times exhilaration due to the gravity. So what way we will write accordingly here? The exhilaration due to the gravity, since I will impact mass and g, I will make you mind. But what is the exhilaration due to the gravity? We know that the increased amount of velocity in time in case of free falling bodies is called exhilaration due to the gravity. You can write on there increase amount, like, okay, I fall a ball from the rooftop to the ground or anywhere, or from my aeroplane I fall a ball on there. Very first time there is no weight on there, so not carrying out, and it's just normally floating. But when it come close to the earth surface or rooftop to falling down a ball on that ground, very first time it is when it before touching that, it is very huge speed and velocity founding on there. That means it was starting and not on. Normally if a train start or bus start or car vehicles starting velocity is not much counting, but at the same time after then it have that velocity, increase amount of velocity is very important to know about that way. Very interesting. Okay, so listen, increase amount of velocity in time in case of free falling bodies, or if I throw anything, it is also likely that, but if I throw it is the negative, but if fall freely from top part to the ground, that times it is called the positive g, small g, exhilaration to the gravity. What I write in the assignment, very first time I gave definition and something to write about gravitation, then the gravity, then exhilaration to the gravity, because I know that I have to do the experiment. So let's go to know about the experiment. What is the experiment to show on there? I will erase this one. Experiment, law of gravitation and impact of mass and g. I will write these 3 points after then, and that times this will be very better understanding for that one. Okay. Then listen, I will do the experiment now. Okay, experiment. What is asking for here? Experiment. Now I need to see the question. What is the question is asking in there? Yes, the experiment to do the requirement with requirement. Okay, I do on to finding on there. Okay, Requirements. What is the requirements in that experiment? Requirements. They told that you will take a paper. Okay, I will take a paper. Then they told that take a ball, small ball or small heavy ball. They told here small heavy ball, so small heavy ball we will take in there. This is to our requirement according to the assignment say in there. Okay, requirements done. Now procedure. What should we do? Procedure. What is the procedure we can follow here? First of all, yes, take a small heavy ball, and paper turns to fold, turns to make a ball by folding. That means we got two ball. Okay, you can give a figure on there. This is I think, okay, it is a small. This is an innovation, dear student. Do by your own self. Very interesting way. The experiment in there. After then or before starting the procedure, you can write on there. It is a small heavy ball. And the paper turning. I just cutting and make it this type of ball, likely that paper ball. I will write it here. Paper ball. Okay, by folding. Then this is the, suppose both of them are present in their 10 feet height. Draw. You cannot draw in your A4 size paper 10 feet. It is, sir, is it possible for having the 10 feet? No chance on there. So what should you do? You will just measure something or getting some way. You can write in there the 10 feet height. Someone say that, sir, you can make sure the height convert into centimeter, meter. We don't know, no need. 1 feet equal to 12 inch, 1 inch equal to 2.54 centimeter. Then after getting centimeter, divide by 100. No need, just for doing this experiment, and draw the figure likely that way. Okay, now free falling, both ball falling down. Okay, falling down, and suppose this is my ground. In this way I can write reach first, reach later. Why? Because of the impact. I will go through on there. Okay, now the drawing figure you can write after experiment writing, or after procedure, before starting procedure is better for drawing this figure. It is more innovation. Teacher will be very impressed for getting this one. Okay, so take a small heavy ball and paper turns to make a ball by folding, and then take the both ball at a height of 10 feet. I can write in sign, but you can write better for 10 feet. The height of, take the both ball at a height of 10 feet. Now falling the balls. Which balls? Heavy balls and paper balls. Falling the balls at a time. Experiment procedure done. Complete the experiment. Now falling the bodies. But we need to observe. Observation. What is the observation here? Observation. What is the observation? Which one from the 10 feet height, which ball fall to the ground is I find out the small heavy ball, small heavy ball, small heavy ball fall quickly and touch the ground first, and touch the ground first, then the paper ball followed by it. Yes, we have done the experiment in there. So what should we do now, dear student? Look at here, very interesting. This it's very simple assignment for you, but understandable. Who will represent their assignment in very different way, they will get the good marks. Observation done. Then we will write about the comments. This is the important things. Comments. Mass of heavy ball is greater than that of paper ball. So this is happened. So this is happened. Complete the experiment. First one is done and gone. Our understanding is easy on that way. Experiment done. Okay, experiment done. Experiment. What is the experiment given here? Yes, there is the experiment asking for. Do a experiment to take on the heavy ball and paper ball at a height of 10 feet, make it sure to fall down at a time, and after some times we can get the heavy ball quickly fall and touch the ground, then followed by the paper ball, and mass of the heavy ball is greater than the paper ball, so it is happened. Experiment done. So what should we do now? Another two simple things is waiting for us for this assignment. Then the next one. Okay, two things. First of all, according to the law of gravitation, look at here. Now we will go through what is happening on there. According to the law of gravitation, we can write according to the law of gravitation. According to the law of gravitation, we know at first we will give it their law of gravitation. All the particles in the universe, all the particles in the universe, all the particles in the universe attract each other. All the particles in the universe attract each others, okay, by a force. You know about that, it is given in your book also, which is proportional to the product of their masses, to the product of their masses, and inversely as a square of their distance, and inversely proportional to the square of their distance, to the square of their distance. Yes. Now look at here. F is proportional m1 m2 divided by d square, or finally we got F equal to g m1 m2 divided by d square. It is, you know that since you are the student now, it is the month of September. You know about that these topics maybe from your school. You understood this one, and I already taught you regarding this one. And this is the law of gravitation. What is the connection in there? What is the connection on there? F is proportional to, likely look at here, F is proportional to m1 m2, means the mass of an object. Mass of an object, if it is the maximum, force will attract on the maximum. So that is happen, you will write in there by your own sense, own innovation, since the mass or product of the mass of any two object, all the particles attract together each other by a force, we know, which is proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance. This is the square of the distance, is just, we can make it backside. Square of the masses, force is proportional to the product of their masses. That means mass increase, force increase. So which one is the mass? Heavy ball mass. I don't know about the mass because I don't take anything. If you take the experimental any ball on there, if it is the suppose you can take it by your experiment. This is the innovation of you. Take a ball, or likely that small ball, and you measure that one. It is suppose 200 gram mass, 200 gram of the mass. And paper ball, which one you folding and make it there, it is suppose 15 gram. So if the 200 gram masses of that ball, small ball, 200 gram and 15 gram, those mass will be more, attractive force will be more, so they will touch the ground very quickly. Masses is very less than that the heavy ball, so attractive force also be less, so they will flow down this way. This is the experiment, dear student. This is the impact. This is the application of the law of gravitation. Whatever I have told you on there, this one, an impact of the masses, impact of the masses and small g, we know about them. Okay, so anything to touch, if there is not exhilaration due to the gravity, I tell you what way. The exhilaration due to the gravity, the increase of the velocity, since mass maximum in here, force maximum, mass maximum, force maximum in there, yes, maximum. And if the mass maximum, force maximum, so the ball, so heavy ball quickly touch the ground, quickly touch the ground. And why quickly touch the ground? Because of small g, the connection, because of a small g, exhilaration due to the gravity, exhilaration due to the gravity. Why exhilaration due to the gravity? Because increased velocity of falling bodies, increased velocity in time. When time go on, velocity is increased, so that this is the exhilaration due to the gravity. We have discussed in before and have written on there. Masses on there, ball is heavy, mass is there, force is most acceptably maximum. So falling bodies, if I take imaginary, or by your own sense you can take, or you can take and measure the 200 gram, 15 gram, so mass is more, force is more, and force is more, they will touch the ground very quickly because of exhilaration to the gravity. We know any heavy object. And there is another important point I forgot to tell, that is G equation is gm, look at here, okay, gm by r square. I don't tell you about the impact right on there. I don't tell you to write impact on there. If anyone write many of the things, I will write assignment page, I will increase. Someone asks me and phone me, sir, is it we will apply on there? Why? Connect this one. 200 gram exhilaration to the gravity increase when falling bodies because mass and connected with the law of gravitation increasing on their force increase because the mass is maximum. So accordingly it will fall down quickly to the ground because of exhilaration to the gravity, because when the gravity increase and it will very quickly touch the ground. But mass is less, force is less, they will also attract to the ground, but not like the heavy ball. The last one, impact I already told. Law of gravitation already I ensure on there. Something to add by your own innovation. This is the full assignment, but don't directly copy this one. You will ensure it by your own sense so that it will be better to get a good marks. Their explanation I just tell you orally, make you understand. If you collect from my oral vocal cord the speech out and write, it is better also, but you can innovate by your own sense what we can write on there accordingly. This one is not given, but I take this one. This is the innovation. So this is the 15th week assignment of science. I think you, the student, will able to understand the experiment what I mean for here. Thank you everyone. That's all about today. Stay safe, stay sound. Allah Hafiz.